Okay, well this is my first time doing this, and even going before camera, so it feels like I'm talking to 1,000 people, but maybe more, but not even that. Like, it seems like I'm talking to kind of no one, because it's the first time I've ever been talking to a camera, so it's kind of like I'm talking to myself in a weird way. So anyway, my name's Amy Kredo, and I dance, and I got this really good idea called the Strip Down Challenge from watching some of the YouTubers I follow. And basically what it is that you don't... Oh, I better start my timer. I don't even use my what do you call it? My phone for a timer. So let's see if I can get to that. Let's see. So clock. Wait. Anyways, well, I'll just go by the time. So it's 12:26. I had a little time before work. And basically this challenge is that you have to spend 10 minutes not doing anything, not preparing, not editing, not putting any music in, not doing anything, but just talk to a camera. Say your thoughts straight out, just talk. And since, like, I'm not a YouTuber, like, well, I do dance, and one thing that someone brought up is that one of my subscribers said I should talk to the camera before I dance. And I was like, yeah, that's true, but sometimes when I, like, watch a dance video, I don't really like when people talk. I just kind of want to see the dance. I kind of want to fast forward that. But it's kind of true because they want to see you. It gets you on a more personal level. Like, it's not just that person dancing. They understand you. And it's like the face and the personality behind that image. Like, when people see me dancing, it's like they see a different form of me. They don't see all of me. They only see a two-dimensional part of me. They don't see my thoughts and my feelings and stuff. And it's just lately, like, I'm gonna be saying and lately, like, you know, I'm gonna say stuff because I'm not used to talking to a camera. And even, like, the YouTubers who do this challenge, like, it's hard for them to, because they're used to editing everything out. And the basis of this challenge is to be real. Be absolutely real. Like, because social media is so edited. That's what, like, edited, because we as a people, we as a humanity, we want to seem perfect. Like, but there's no such thing as perfect. So we want to edit everything. And it's like, why? It's like a more personal level to just talk. And so I'm kind of like, it's kind of like you're basically a friend of mine who I'm just talking to. And so, and it's really weird because it's really weird that people get nervous, or like, if you, like, have an or a pause, like, if you're like, I didn't used to like talking on the phone that much, because when you talk on the phone, there's that weird awkward silence, and you can't see the person to know if they're engaged or if they're, like, holding the phone like, don't want to talk to this person. But so it's like, when you talk face to face to someone, you know if they're engaged and what you're saying. So, like, there's going to be pauses, so I'm just going to keep on going. It's going to be really real. And, like, just like that Jennifer Lopez song, like, I'm real, what you get is what you see. Like, that song's one of my favorite songs. Because it's kind of like what my platform is. Like, what I stand for. Like, I'm real, and I want you to be real with me. I don't want anybody to pretend with me or have to lie or have to feel like they have to please me in some way to get me to like them. Like, I just want you to be you. Like, tell me everything, your doubts, your hates, your passions. And anyways, like, I have this one quote that basically nowadays I think it's kind of helpful, because it's, before you speak, you should think. And it's a little acronym. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't even see me because I don't have a mirror. Sometimes YouTube people, they have a mirror, so I don't even know if I'm in focus. I don't even know if this is gonna, but it says, think before you speak. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? K, is it kind? I think everything on here before you speak or before you write down a comment, especially with social media, like I am, like nowadays I feel like everybody's getting so nitpicky about different people and feeling that they're entitled to say anything they want on their, let's say, their picture or their video. But like if it's not necessary to, if it's not going to help them change in a way, or if it doesn't have anything to do with their video, for example, I'm going to bring me into it. I wasn't going to do this, but lately I don't get hate comments as much, but on a few videos I was experiencing hate comments, and it's not that it's not like I don't like hate comments, because I feel like there's a type of criticism where you can be critical, like say, oh, you didn't point your toe, like, you know, if you could do this, like something that could help somebody, not just like, wow, I gotta burn my eyes out after seeing that, or oh my god, her hair is so greasy. Like, how is that gonna help anything? And like, how is that helpful? Like, how is that gonna do anything? Just like the dislike button on YouTube. I hate the dislike button because there's nothing that it could do to do anything. That's why I like Instagram so much, because there isn't a dislike button. But what you gotta be mindful of is the comments that you put in it. But like, why have a dislike button in the first place? Like, it doesn't, like, if you want, if it forces you to leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, it forces you to leave the comment to explain why you didn't like the video. But you can't just be like some weird thing, oh, she's wearing the color pink and I hate the color pink. Like, at least have it be something about the video that that person can look upon and progress on, and maybe for the next video they can be better, like help somebody. My biggest thing, like, is to be kind, to be helpful, and especially with this quote, like, you should think before you speak. Like, is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? There's this picture that I saw that it said, imagine if all of the words that you ever spoke were written on your body, like tattooed on your body. So before you speak, just like that, if it was tattooed on your body, like everything you said, see, this is weird. This is the way where like editing would come in play, but I'm just gonna keep on talking. Anyways, so if you were to tattoo that on your body, would it be necessary? Like, you have only a certain amount of space on your body. So isn't it just a waste of breath, a waste of time, a waste of energy to say a hateful comment? It makes totally more sense to make a helpful comment, or like, why are we even competing in a world? Like, we're all in this world together, so if we're all in the same world together, it makes us no more valuable than, let's say, like, I'm no more valuable than someone who takes out the trash for a living, or the President of the United States is not any more valuable than a janitor. Like, anybody. Like, no one has more value than anyone. We're all placed on this earth that somehow is going around the sun, and we're staying, you know, afloat. Like, that's what me, I'm like so into science and so into the brain and spirituality now. I'm getting more into spirituality because it's like, when you can't look upon humans anymore to be like a helpful, what time is it? I think I have like 5 minutes left. When you can't look at humans anymore to be like, okay, my faith in humanity is punishing, because it's like people are just going out, debates are fine as long as you have some sort of, like, if you put some sort of points in there, valid points, and points that somebody can study on and learn off of. Like, I think when you when you say something, it should be, it should be valid. It should be like, when you say something, it can't be like, oh, well, that's stupid because, I'm right. Like, okay, that gives you no credibility. Why don't you do some research and say, I believe this because this, and then give the research. And then not just say, like, some bold argument like, oh, they're all morons. Or, just, like, who gives you the right to be like, oh, I'm right, so they're all wrong. It makes you look even more dumb and immature. Like, it makes you look more ignorant. There, that's the word, ignorant. That you're just saying, oh, well, this group of people are dangerous or wrong because, like, just wrong. And then end it there. You should give, research. If you really feel that passionate about something, bring in the research and bring in the valid points to get people to understand and grow onto their knowledge. Like me, I'm open-minded. I love when I hear different people's opinions. Like, I'll take that person's opinion, that person's opinion, that person's opinion, research it, and figure out my own opinion. Like, I don't have one opinion and just keep it one. Like, I don't have just one opinion and not change my opinion ever. I listen to everybody's valid points and see what they have to say. Because there's a reason that somebody thinks something. They either grew up believing it, being told something. That's the whole thing with humans. We are not perfect. We are told something from the start. We are born without hate. No one's racist. There's nothing, we have to learn everything. So I think my opinion is we all are innate. We all know how to love. It's kind of like we look for love. It's basically in us. But the thing that is learned is hate. So the way you grew up, where you live, what you're taught, propaganda, what you're told your whole life is what you tend to believe. It's all in your brain. That's why I'm so into the brain. It's your brain that is taught something over and over and over and over again that's right or twisted, or someone brainwashed you. Like, who's to say who's right and who's wrong? Like, it's everybody has different opinions. So that's why, like, me personally, I like to make friends with everyone. I don't exclude anyone. Like, I think it is great if you make friends with different ages, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, and just listen to what they have to say. If you don't agree with them, you don't have to agree with them. Just listen. You know what you feel in your heart, so you already know what you feel. The more you listen to someone, you learn, and you can go back and figure out why they feel that way. There's always a reason that someone feels something. So you got to figure out why they feel that way. Now what time is it? I'm going to just finish this off by, like, I'm just going to call this Thoughts with Amy, or Random Thoughts with Amy, because it's like, it's a whole bunch of different things. Like, I love sociology, why people behave, why they do. Like, our little quirks, like, why do we walk on the sidewalk, and when we see somebody, we just look down? A lot of people just look down. I mean, if you smile at someone, isn't it funny how if you smile at someone and for no reason they just smile back? Because it's kind of, when we see that, it's just, it's a reaction. And when someone smiles at you, you're like, oh, they acknowledged me. Like, oh, that makes you feel so good. That's something that everybody needs to feel. They need to feel accepted in this world. When someone feels accepted for who they are, then they can spread that. They can spread that to other people, and they won't be as negative. Like, you want to spread as positive thoughts as you can. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with this. I want to share my thoughts so that people can think. That's my whole thing about, like, think. Is it necessary? Is it helpful? Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it kind? So think before you speak. That's kind of what I'm dealing with. Just try to have a passion for something, try to figure out what you stand for, your purpose in life. There's a purpose for everybody. You just got to go out and find it. I mean, you want to try to find out what you stand for. Once you find out what you stand for, like I stand for kindness and truth and being yourself and really having people be who they are and not have to, this whole thing is editing, and why are we editing our bodies and feeling like someone has to, because we're so afraid of people's opinions about us, and we're all the same. Like, I don't know, like, let's say I have a messy desk. Like, I could have, like, cleaned the desk and be like, but everybody, you know, everybody's the same. Like, why do we have to feel like we have to put on a show to convince someone? Like, you should just be real. Be real, be who you are, and yeah. So yeah, I'm really into sociology, why people behave, why they do. I'm really into the brain because, you know, our brain is our set, like, if the brain is who we are. It's who we, like, it's what all our experiences, all of what we've been taught is all, I mean, if someone took our brain out and replaced it, like if something went wrong with our brain, we're gone. Like, we're gone. Like, I mean, like with Lamar Odom, like, I don't know if he's ever gonna be the same, you know, even though he is a living person, his brain and who he isn't there. It's amazing how important the brain is. So I'm into the brain, I'm into spirituality, because like I was saying, I didn't get to finish my thought there, that humans have so much wrong, like so much going on right now, that I'm looking at a divine being where there's some sort of sane thing. It's like I can't even explain it, but I'm just so, like, spiritual right now that I'm trying to spread more awareness that, you know, people, I don't know, I can express what I'm feeling, but people aren't perfect. So it's kind of like that my humanity, I'm kind of losing faith in people, but growing faith in God. There we go. But I'm trying to get people to understand that we can understand others and be, you know, a little bit more kind. Because kindness, you can't go wrong with kindness. So I'm really into that. And so, like, psychology, the brain too. And philosophy, why we're here in the first place. Why are we here on this planet? Like I was saying, purpose, and is our reality really real? Why are we here? You know, I mean, we're not here to just live and die. I mean, there's got to be something more. Anyways, I'm taking up so much time. I don't even know how much time I've taken up. But this is just random thoughts with me, and hope you guys enjoy. Bye.